Total assets of Midshore now are about $125 million. And we've grown considerably, as you might well imagine, for a lot of reasons. But last year, COVID year, I'll report on a little bit. And COVID was not an excuse for Midshore Community Foundation. It was an opportunity. And it was an opportunity for us to step up and show what we could do to support the 5 counties which we do most of our work in, which are Dorchester, Caroline, Talbot, Kent, and Queen Anne. And one thing that really comes to the forefront is our COVID fund. So the ladies that I work with and I sat down and we decided we needed to do something, even if it was wrong. So we created a COVID fund. And that COVID fund supports all of the 5 counties which we do business in. And we went to our directors and we asked them for $100,000 of Midshore's grant-making capability, seed money for a COVID fund. That particular fund produced and provided $1.6 million for 99 not-for-profits in the 5 counties that we serve. And it's the basic stuff. It's feed people, it's clothe people, it's keep them healthy, and it's shelter. That's what we did over this last year during COVID. To answer your question, we're not done with COVID. I'm convinced of that. I think we're getting our arms around it, and we're finding ways in which we can perform and do things, but things will never be the same. And that not-for-profit that has the mindset of, oh, just wait, we'll be just like we were prior to COVID, they've missed it, and they may not survive. Generally, the good not-for-profits have remade themselves. They've found ways to touch their donors, to touch their volunteers, to touch their constituents, and they've done a good job because the not-for-profits in these 5 counties that we serve, they're a backbone. And they do so much to help people get where they need to go. The Midshore Community Foundation is 30 years old, and it started with $236,000, which came from the United Fund of Talbot County. Thus the mindset that it's a Talbot County Community Foundation. It is not. The name is Midshore Community Foundation. And I spend a lot of time, quite frankly, in the 4 surrounding counties to talk to educators, to talk to employers, to talk to the not-for-profits that are in those 4 counties, not just Talbot County. And I think slowly but surely the word is getting out. Each of the counties has some wonderful not-for-profit entertainment and talent, as an example. The Choral Arts Group comes to my mind in Kent County. They are professionals. They are just the best of the best. You also have up in Kent County, Washington College. We do work with Washington College and some of the programs that they support, but that is a true asset for that particular county, and it provides a lot of jobs, not just in the college itself, but the surrounding businesses and employees that support that particular institution. The arts community in the Kent County area, it is a terrific arts community, and they have some wonderful fairs and some exhibits and wonderful days that folks can go up and just enjoy, frankly, the artwork. There's a nice waterfront in Kent County and in Chestertown. I'm not sure people have ever taken that walk. It's a wonderful walk, and you can just sit on one of the benches and take a look at the Chester River and watch it go by. So that's a real asset there in that particular county. Dorchester is a treasure, and it just needs to be uncovered and motivated to realize exactly what it has. Huge needs in Dorchester County, as you just mentioned, in all regards. We do a really good job in Dorchester County with one fund that we have. It's called the George B. Todd Fund. And the George B. Todd Fund is centered just for Dorchester County. And the George B. Todd Fund produces about $350,000 year after year after year for Dorchester County projects. And normally they are programs that are education related, scholarships. They do a nice job with scholarships, both career and technology. They do a good job for veterans in Dorchester County. So that's a very interesting fund that is strictly Dorchester County centered. Yeah, last year, Midshore, thanks to our donors, quite frankly, thanks to the volunteers that serve on our grants committee and our scholarship committee, $6.7 million, and that's about $800,000 more than the prior year. And we follow the donor's intention. If they're interested in scholarships, that's what we do. Or if they're interested in a particular segment of the population, or if they're interested in a particular geographic area, that's what we do. We have terrific directors in the 5 counties, pretty much equally dispersed. And we have around Midshore about 130 volunteers that serve on our committees, and quite frankly, they make the decisions into where our scholarships go, where our grants go, and we cannot work without them. We provided $1.3 million in scholarships last year. But all told, there are about 133 students, and they got 180 different scholarships. We did not let COVID get in the way of our mission, and our mission is quality of life here on the Midshore. It's very simple, and a lot of things fall within it. It's hospice, it's CASA, it's dogs, it's cats, it's old people, it's young people, you name it, and we probably touched it in some way, shape, or form. No idea is too small. No budget is too small, as long as it fits within our mission statement, enhancement of quality of life in the Midshore area. And there are